Hallo, der Herr wieder am Start. Would you look at that? I hit top 10 in the Blueberry Prolog. Isn't that insane? Yes, today I'm going to show you how in this finale of the road to top 10. So, if we go into a team builder, you can see changed quite a bit since my last video because I really lost to Archolodon, so now we have Swampert. Life Orb Swampert. Swampert not only gets Wild Guards, which allows you to wall Terrestrialize Terrapagos, but also Earth Power can just absolutely chunk Archolodon, if not knock out. And then we have Muddy Water and Focus Blast for the Lulz. Actually won a game because of Focus Blast that hit, which was really cool. And yeah, the main idea of his team is basically that you use Smeargle into Terrapagos, decorate yourself and just go from there. But obviously nowadays the meta has so much evolved that you cannot run like full cheese mode anymore, like in one of my earlier videos. So I decided to have Rillaboom and Metagross, right? Because what Rillaboom allows like Metagross to do is obviously get the weakness policy activated, and I also changed the core by Cloak and Woodhammer with Taunt, so that way we can beat opposing Perish Trap teams. And with Terra Ghost we can always switch out of there, which is really nice. And like, you might think Terra Ghost is a bit of a waste, why don't you just want a Terra Grass or whatever? Like bro, you're not gonna Terra fucking Rillaboom when Terra Ghost is on the team, right? So similarly we have Terra Ghost Doomsicott, which I didn't end up using, and I decided to give it a Mental Herb, because oftentimes you wanna have Whimsicott in the back actually. You wanna be able to Encore opposing Whimsicott, you wanna be able to Tailwind, even though we clicked Moonblast last turn and things like this, right? So this Pokemon is really good support. Encore is just amazing into these Cormine Terrapagoses, into these like Fake Out Drillabooms or whatever. Really good. And then obviously Metagross, dude, Heavy Slam. So fucking busted. Heavy Slam is like 120 base power into pretty much every Pokemon. You can actually one-shot Terrapagos with Rillaboom going for Bulldoze into Metagross, getting the weakness policy activated. When stopping Tantrum, Bullet Punch, Protect is really good, because after weakness policy gets activated, a lot of people will just target Metagross, so we just give it Protect. And yeah, obviously Terrapagos, I gave it a Silk Scarf, so that we can do a lot of damage, which is really clutch. And yeah, Smeargle. Spore, Decorate, Follow Me, Fake Out. Don't get taunted, that's what I'll say. But yeah, obviously the team is insanely good, I wouldn't have hit top 10 on the ladder otherwise. However, you guys are probably wondering, how did he do it? Now luckily, I got it, oh wait, sorry. That's not it. I got it right here. Excuse me? What happened? It's not this. Are you shitting me? This is not it, is it? Depending on what the last is. Nope. Are you fucking shitting me? Why? Okay, let's just delete some like older recordings, I guess. What? Okay, what's going on here? Are you serious? Are you fucking shitting me? Oh, this is it. Oh, thank God. Thank God. Alright. Let me mute this shit. Oh my God, alright. So, sorry, where was... So basically... Wait. One thing at a time. One thing at a time. Oh my God. Okay, had a fucking heart attack there, alright. So, because it takes so long to find games, I decided to just put up some of the old games I had and show them. So, starting with this game, we fight Parish Trap. I tried to fake out Smeagol, which for some reason fucking terrestrializes, which is like, bruh. Luckily, I just kept a knockout with Heavy Slam, so Smeagol dies, which is nice. But now the opponent is gonna go into a fake out Pokemon, I think Incineroar, yeah. Incineroar comes out. So, fake out, but I have covered Cloak, so Bulldoze comes out. And now I think I just kill the Incineroar. It actually fucking survives. Like, when I saw this, I would look at my face, I was like, bro, I'm like, alright. So at this point, I was like, okay, I could have just killed the Gothitelle, most likely, right? So he's probably gonna switch it out, right? And so what I do is I Terra my Rillaboom, which allows me to attack with Flare Blitz, as I kill the Incineroar, and now I just taunt the Terra of the Gothitelle because I didn't think he would switch it out. Because I wanna be able to, like, I'm up 4-2, right? And I'm gonna lose my Metagross. Oh, and here I get the actual game, but I'm gonna go over that later. So what I did here is I decided to actually sack both of my Pokemon, because I don't have a switch into a Terrapagos, and I thought it would be really valuable to actually get a taunt off on the Gothitelle. So now we have like 2 versus 2, but unfortunately they have Trick 'em up. Luckily I got Swampert. So what I do here is I just hit, oh shit, I skip through this a bit fast so I can get into the actual game. What I did basically is I hit Gothitelle twice, and then I hit Terrapagos twice. No, wait, and then I protected, as the opponent doubled my Terrapagos, so when Trick 'em got stalled out. Then I doubled the Gothitelle, as the opponent set up some Calm Minds, and then I just fucking Focus Blasted it. Fuck you. Yeah, Swampert going in with a Focus Blast. Next game, oh, I'm going a bit fast. Alright, next game, a lead of with Rillaboom Metagross. And in the back, I think I bring Swampert, right? Look at Swampert and look at his team, bro. Like, what the fuck? So here, he leads with Whimsicott and Metagross, and deciding that this isn't really a good matchup for Whimsicott, he switches it out. As I get the Bulldoze off and I get the knockout on the Metagross. Like all of my Pokemon actually are like really fucking fast. Both the Rillaboom, the Metagross, and the Terrapagos are like really fast. Here the opponent just forfeits, which is nice. Like they're all so fast. Because I want to outspeed opposing Metagross, opposing Terrapagos, opposing Rillaboom, obviously, because that's like absolutely game winning. And now we fight Moody Mug. I've battled this guy like a total of like 5, 8, maybe 10 times. And he actually got a like really strong team now, which is like, I mean, he's 1400, so that's like top 50 with Moody Mug. I mean, that's pretty fucking impressive. Luckily, I'm pretty sure I have a good game plan into this. So I just Bulldoze, and I think this is a game where I actually misplay. Yeah, I fucking Heavy Slam with fucking Smeargle. No, I don't, okay. I let myself get spored for some reason. Why did I do this? I have no clue. Wait, is he Scarf? He changed the Smeargle to be Scarf. What the fuck? Alright. So that's what happened. And I actually taunt the Mug, which doesn't miss, which is good. So now I just Wood Hammer with double with Smeargle, because like if he like, yeah, I mean obviously Smeargle dies, but like I can if he switches, I get the double up and everything he switches into dies. So unfortunately my Metagross stays asleep here, which is, yeah, it's pretty annoying. So now Meowsky comes in, Meowsky gonna Psych Up. So I'm like, what the fuck do I do here? And I think I switch into Smeargle, which I think is a misplay. Yeah, here's a Psych Up, I wake up, and I hit my Heavy Slam. Okay. Okay, Poison Fang. Okay, actually this wasn't a misplay, because now I get a pretty free like Spore off. Because my Smeargle actually doesn't die to the poison because of a grassy terrain, right? So here I just go for the Spore, the opponent doesn't protect. And now I just decide to decorate myself, go for Heavy Slams. And then I should be able to beat the Mug 1v1, okay. Because there was one battle, like, the first few times we played, this guy, like, always beat me. But when I adapted, right, changed my team to be good into Moody Mug, because I don't want to lose to fucking Moody Mug, right. But there was still one game that I lost against him. I think I just got outplayed, or maybe I choked, I don't know which one it was. But this one, This one is a big W for me. Like here I just kill the Trapagos off, I think with like Fake Out. And at this point, because the Mug is only Poison Fang, he cannot touch my Metagross. And I will eventually PP stall it, but yeah, before we do this, I'm actually gonna get another game right here. But yeah. Dude, there are people running around in the top apartment, whatever. Yeah. I mean, he literally cannot win this. I always PP stall him with my Metagross. I have no idea why he didn't forfeit, but I'm just gonna play him here for a bit just to assert dominance, right? I mean, if you beat fucking Moody Mug VGC, you gotta assert dominance, man. So that's what I do. Let's actually skip to the next battle. There it is. Alright, pretty highly ranked opponent. And he got the ultimate Smeargle counter, right? He got the Vital Spirit, whatever guy. Gotta make sure I don't time out in this game where I don't wanna get PP stalled, obviously. And I actually outplay some of his protects as well, again, just to assert dominance. So I actually lead with Rillaboom and Metagross, because to me this is like a really free Bulldoze and... what's it called? A really free Bulldoze and... high horsepower into the Electabuzz, right? Yes, we do some more PP stalling against Mug. Hey, that's just what you have to do, man. I mean, I use stall to hit top 10 on Regulation F. I mean, I can't be mad when someone else uses stall, right? So the opponent actually has a Mither Herb on the Galapagos, which is really, really fucking bad because he copies a weakness policy boost, which is just, yeah, not very nice, right? So the opponent brings out Incineroar, which is like really bad for me because he can just fake out and then get some huge chip off with a Galapagos. So I actually have no idea what I do here. I think I just Wood Hammer the Galapagos so that way I can break his form. Actually I Taunt, which is a good play. I mean both is fine. Like Taunt means he can't protect, but I think actually going for a Wood Hammer and breaking its ability is way better. So he actually terrestrializes. Okay. Gets rid of my grassy terrain, which doesn't really matter. And I go for Wood Hammer, which it doesn't really matter where they break the form, right? But now I can actually either go into Whimsicott or Galapagos. I go into my Galapagos because the opposing Galapagos is slower than my Metagross, right? Again, more PP stalling. Man. Moody Mug is such an uncompetitive strategy. Here I actually knock out the Mug because I hit a bunch of moves in a row, which was really funny. That saved me some time. So here I actually just call Mind because I get the free kill with Heavy Slam, and I figured Incineroar probably gonna Parting Shot. As he actually goes for Flare Blitz into my Metagross, which I survive. So here I'm sitting and thinking, what do I do? So I just protect my Metagross. Because I do have a Call Mind up, so Superior shouldn't be able to do too much damage to me, right? So I just protect as the opponent hits me into Protect, and I get some big damage off. So now I just win with like Bullet Punch into Star Steel Storm or whatever. And here I actually rearrange the order of my moves, because I almost misclicked in like an earlier battle. I usually always have Protect in the last slot, but yeah. 1470 is like so high on the ladder, goddamn. Like what you really gotta understand, like hitting top 10 was so fucking difficult. Look at this. Like this video is still 38 minutes long and I'm already 1370. Because when you win a battle you get like 10 points. When you lose a battle you lose 30. And like from like 1400s to 1500s, that's like a world of difference. Like top 50 to like top 10 is like a world of difference. It's fucking insane. And on top of it, loads of people don't even play this format because this hype died out. So it's like so much more difficult. Funnily enough, this was actually more difficult than hitting top 10 in the like actual Reg F ladder. And speaking of, this is another game that I had that was a bit earlier, before the actual ladder run, I guess, I don't know. So I lead Smeargle, get taunted, and kill the Rims as I roar. So now I go into my Swampert, go for Muddy Water. Unfortunately, I don't break the ability from the Terrapagos, so I'm actually in a really bad spot. Because now Araquanid comes in, which can Wide Guard, so I'm like, alright, fuck this. I'm just gonna Wide Guard myself. As I get fucking Terra... Oh, I get another game. As I get fucking Terra Stormed or whatever. And I think we're gonna focus on this game in front of us now. Alright. Time for a little cliffhanger. Oh dude, Metagross Rillaboom looks so good. Like the opposing Comfy is such a big threat. because Comfy can... Oh, actually we see more of this game. So I go for Tailwind here, and I go for Earth Power, so that way I can finally break this damn ability of this Terrappa guy, as my Whimsicott dies. So now I have Smeargle and Terrapagos, and I can just easily go for a Spore. So that's what I do, I just Spore the Terrapagos. He isn't protecting for some reason, as I get to call Mind Off. As the Eruption actually liquidates my Smeargle. So here I have a lot of plays, but I'm gonna get into that later, I think. No? Okay. I mean, obviously I just Spore the Eruption, right? And I think I actually go for another Call Mind. Oh yeah, good play. And now I'm thinking, like, what the fuck do I do here? But let's figure that out after this game. Okay. So Rillaboom and Iron Boulder comes out. This is one of these leads I always lost to with my older version of the team, which is why I put in Metagross and Rillaboom, right? So this is like such a good matchup into this. Like, what the fuck is he gonna do? He actually sword dances. You see me laughing right there, which is hilarious. So now I go for Bulldoze, activate my weakness policy. As Iron Boulder's speed actually doesn't drop because it's clear amulet, but he just dies, and U-turn comes out into my Rillaboom. And the opponent sends in Terrapagos. And out comes Rillaboom once again. So I just Woodhammer. Actually no, I Bulldoze and Protect. Oh, that's such a good play. Because I get the speed drop, which might matter later. Actually does it? I mean, I think Woodhammer might just be better, but I don't know. I guess Bulldoze is good to be safe, right? I don't know what my last Pokemon is actually, depends on what my last Pokemon are. Anyways, the opponent fakes out my Metagross and just forfeits, because, yeah, they can't win at this point. So this brings me to 16 on the ladder. Look at this. I still have to win like 3 games in a row if I wanna get like top 10, but I mean, you guys already know what happened. What we are really here is to see how it happened, right? How the fuck did I hit top 10? You see me uploading some of these replays. Dude, I really don't like the new replay system on Showdown, because I can guarantee you, if I go, like right now, look up these fucking games, I won't find them. So yeah, let's continue with this game. So Araquanid comes out, I Terrastalize, I go for Decorate, and I go for my attack, as the opponent fucking lives on 1%, wakes up, and kills my guy. So I'm sitting here thinking like, bruh, did I just lose? As I click Flamethrower, and the Araquanid obviously wakes up, and the opponent makes a really good play protecting the Terrapagos. I was thinking I should probably hit the Araquanid, but as you guys can see, the opponent Terrapagos is faster. But did you guys catch that? Did you guys catch that? I went for fucking Terra Starstorm, predicting the Araquanid to not go for White Guard, which somehow miraculously brings back this game. Incredible play, isn't it, guys? I mean, that's why I'm top 10. That's why I'm making the videos. That's why you are watching the videos, guys. Yeah, thanks for watching, by the way. I really appreciate it. Speaking of appreciate, I really appreciate my Swampert in this matchup. Because look at Swampert, look at his team. Actually think I lose this, fuck. Pretty sure. Let's see. Can I skip this a bit? I don't want to skip too much, right? That's the issue. Oh, shit. Yeah, I skip too much. Alright. Let's see. What's the opponent gonna do? What am I gonna do? I don't know. I mean, this happened like a few hours ago. I didn't play ever since. Cause, like, I'm super fucking exhausted, man. I gotta chill, man. So, the opponent leads Terrapagos and Rillaboom, so I'm like, okay, I have a free fake out. Or I can go for Spore. So I just call Mind and Spore, which is a bad play, because the opponent just call Minds and fakes me out. Actually, this is really good for me, isn't it? Because I can just Terra and Spore, getting rid of a grassy terrain, which means my Smeargle should outspeed, right? Oh, but he's faster than my Smeargle. What the fuck? He must be like Jolly or something. I didn't consider this. This is probably why I lost. Because he's like fast. Yeah. This is why I lost. He's faster. I didn't know that. So now Swampert comes out. Obviously puts some huge fucking pressure onto the Archurolodon. as he terrestrializes, and I'm like sitting there like, what the fuck? But then I realize, oh, I can just kill it with my fucking Starsteer Storm. And Earth Power comes out, doesn't do shit, unfortunately. As Villaboom comes out, and here I'm like, oh shit, what do I do? And I actually panic. I make like a huge fucking misplay. I switch into Whimsicott. As Whimsicott fucking dies right here. Which is just such a big misplay. Like, now I can't win anymore. Like, I have no idea why I went for this play. Like, I mean, shoutouts to the opponent for, like, getting the play right. But, like, what I should have just done is stay in the Swampert, like, click right guard or something and go for the fucking attack. Because then at the end of the day, you always have Whimsicott in the back to either Tailwind or to Encore or maybe even Moonblast or something, right? But now I just lose all my fucking points. And this guy is actually 11 on the ladder at this point in the video. So I'm like sitting here, what the fuck do I do? This guy clearly got some fucking tricks up the sleeve, because you do not get 11 in the ladder unless your team is insanely fucking consistent, right? Especially in this format. And looking at his team, like, nothing makes sense to me, right? Like, there has to be some cheesy shit going on. So I'm like, alright. Let's just go with my reliable thing, right? Yeah, still, like I said, I lose this game here. Nothing I can do. So I'm like really tilted at this point, obviously, because they just threw this fucking game away for no reason. And look at this. I think I lost like 30 points from... No, that's not true. I didn't lose 30 points. How much points did I lose? No, 28! Dude, I lost 28 points from this. So at this point, I'm sitting here thinking, alright, what the fuck do I do? So I actually just go for Bulldoze and Heavy Slam, because, like, he's obviously wanna go for Follow Me Trick Room, right? But I'm like, fuck this, I don't care. As he decorates, Terra Normans for Vigoroth. And I get the Bulldoze off. Get the Weakness Policy activated. And I fail to kill with the Vigoroth, and Rillaboom dies, and Metagross gets crit, so now he's at 1%. So I'm like, alright. Could have gone better, but I mean, that's pretty good. So now here, I think to myself again, what's the most consistent play, right? And I think I just went out to Whimsicott because I was like, okay, I could go Terrapagos, but Smeargle is probably gonna be faster, right? So I just went out into Whimsicott thinking, okay, Moonblast is free. He doesn't really, I mean, he does have good switch-ins, but like all of his switch-ins just lose to Metagross, right? So I just Moonblast and I just Heavy Slam, and like the opponent can't really switch because the strategy already didn't work. And I'm pretty sure we also saw that Smeargle is actually Choice Scarf, because if I remember correctly, I did outspeed my Rillaboom, which means he is Choice Scarf. However, I didn't realize it at the time because I was so focused on like how do I win the game that I didn't even fucking like consider that Smeargle might be Choice Scarf, right? Luckily, the opponent switches in Terrapagos into my Heavy Slam, which is in hindsight a really good play, obviously, because he is Choice Scarf Smeargle, like really good play. Unfortunately for the opponent, I do so much fucking damage, like insane damage. So now I'm sitting there like, okay, my Metagross is at 27% as Iron Boulder comes out, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, why the fuck don't I just like kill this guy? Like, he's probably gonna protect, right? But like that, like I just have a nuke on the field right now. Like, Metagross can nuke whoever, right? So I just decided to nuke the Iron Boulder because Terrapagos is already at half, so it's not really a big threat, right? And I thought to myself, it's incredibly unlikely that Iron Boulder protects, right? So I just go for the Tailwind and the Heavy Slam into the Iron Boulder. And let's see what happens. What happened next will shock you. Yeah, let's see what happened next, right? I Tailwind, and bam, Iron Boulder fucking goes down. I'm like, let's go. And Terra Steel Storm actually kills my Metagross, even though it's not very effective. But at this point, I have Tailwind up, I have my Terrapagos, so I just fucking attack, right? Not really much to think about. Actually, wait, do I choke this actually? Wait, wait, why did I go for Protect Moonblast? I mean, it's not a bad play per se, but like, at this point I don't know actually. No, I don't know why I did go for Protect Moonblast actually. I have no idea. I feel like it's a pretty bad play. Actually, just kidding, I totally outplayed my opponent, damn. So now, yeah, now I just win the game. I can just... Let's see, does Moonblast into Starsteel Storm kill with Smeagol? Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, actually, was the... I mean, it was a good play. I mean, it worked out, obviously, but like... Yeah, at this point I'm doing the math. I think at this point I have like 1733 points. After I lost... After I lost 28, now I won 23 because I was able to get matched with like a really highly ranked opponent. I mean 15 or what, it's like really good. Actually talked to this guy a bit, but as you're gonna see later, I had some problems with my Wi-Fi, so yeah, I mean we're gonna see. At this point I was like, okay, do I actually, like the issue is, I don't wanna actually tell him what my Smeagol does, because I might fight this guy again, right? And I don't wanna lose to this guy because I told him what my Smeagol does. So I just decided to throw in like a funny haha in there, right? So yeah. Should have told this guy to check out my YouTube channel, I would probably tell him, but yeah, I mean, I don't really like self-promoting, you know? You guys do the promoting for me, you know? So now in this game, I see the Hitmon top, I see the Smeagol, I'm like, alright. I'm not gonna lead Terrapagus Smeagol into this, so I decided to go for the Rillaboom Metagross, because Rillaboom Metagross is actually designed to beat teams like this, because they want to, like, they want to, like, Wild Guard and shit, right? But like the opponent completely outleads me, and I'm thinking to myself like, what the fuck? I see fakes out, and luckily I make a correct play of faking out into heavy slamming with Smeagol. But unfortunately the opponent gets the Calm Mind off, and now Hitmontop comes out, which can just fake out. So like double fake out into Terrapagos is not something that I'm ready for. Which is just fuck me. You know? Like fuck. I see fucking Earth powers me, which kills me, and I'm thinking, sitting there like, oh fuck. I'm thinking like, oh fuck. I'm pretty sure I lost at this point. Like, I just lost my fucking Metagross for no fucking reason. I mean, I probably could have protected. Like, yeah, I don't know. I have no idea why I didn't protect. So here, I just go for the Wood Hammer and the Encore, praying that the opponent does not switch out, which they don't. So I decided to go for more chip with the Rillaboom because I really cannot switch. And I just have to Tailwind, but at this point the game is lost. Nothing I can do. Like, in hindsight, like, I have no idea why I didn't protect. I mean, to be fair, like, what time was it? I mean, I literally played Pokemon for like 5 hours in a row today. I'm not even exaggerating. So yeah, Raging Bolt just fucking kills me as after it lives with Earth Power somehow, but yeah. So at this point I'm sitting there, I'm being like, fuck me. Like, I think back then it didn't even occur to me that I didn't protect. Like, I just autopiloted, you know, because I felt like usually when I go up against Fake Out Lead, I protect turn 1, right? But this time I didn't protect turn 1, so I could have protected turn 2 on the Fake Out and would have taken the double target, right? Like, they double targeted me. I would have gotten the Wood Hammer off, and then Heavy Slam would have been a one-shot next turn. And then I can just do whatever with my Rillaboom as the opponent is down to like the last 2 Pokemon, Raging Bolt and Hitmontop, and at that point I can probably just beat down the last Pokemon, because my Swampert kills Raging Bolt after some chip, as we saw. So I could have probably just went for Flamethrower into Earth Power and things like this, right? But yeah, I absolutely threw that game, which, I mean, that happens, that's part of Pokemon, right? So yeah, here we do some more talking. Oh, next game. Oh shit. Oh, where is it? I think he tried to steal my team actually, which, I mean, to be fair, I did the same thing, so I stole some of these ideas from the ladder. Actually, most of the ideas from the ladder, which is hilarious. Not Swampert though. Swampert is my brainchild. Dude, Swampert is so good. So here, I just go for the safe player and the fake out and Calm Mind, because now I figured I can probably just go for like a Spore. And I think, what do? Because like Incineroar might have Roar, right? So I actually just Spore the Incineroar as the opponent goes out into Alcremie, which does not have the ability. Wait, what ability is it? Because if you guys don't know, which you probably don't, Alcremie actually got two different abilities. It got Sweet Veil and Aroma Veil. Aroma Veil stops Taunt and like Encore, Heal Block, all of these things, while Sweet Veil stops Sleep, right? And oh wait, shit, what did I do? And this guy actually had the Aroma Veil ability, right? No, one of these two, which meant I couldn't put anyone to sleep. So at this point, I'm sitting there and thinking like, bruh. I'm glad I call-minded, because now we're probably just both gonna go for Decorates, right? I mean, what else can I do? I can't Spore, I can't Follow Me. I could actually wait, Follow Me would have been a fire play. Dude, why didn't I Follow Me actually? What the fuck? That would have been really smart. But I don't. However, luckily, my Terrapagos is obviously faster than the opposing Terrapagos, so I just win the game. Follow Me would have been a really good player, but I mean, yeah. Oh, one thing I didn't know by the way until recently, you can actually click Decorate through Protect. Like, you can like protect a Pokemon and then Decorate. Like, that's so broken. I don't think I did it ever in this run, but yeah. So here I obviously protect and Spore the Incineroar, and now I can just go for Tailwind and go for my attack. Crack my neck as well, which looks scary, but yeah. Still alive. Still alive. So he protects. I'm thinking to myself, alright, easy, I can just Encore you, but I just hit it, cause like, why not, right? Like at this point, it really doesn't matter what I do. He tried to cheese me, but I was the one cheesing him, which is fucking hilarious if you ask me. Yeah, here he forfeits finally. So now we get our rematch against this guy. And again, this guy was 11 on the ladder when we last played. So at this point, I'm sitting here and thinking, bro, there's no way he goes for this twice, right? So I'm sitting there like, okay, why don't I go Metagross plus Rillaboom, right? Because he probably is gonna prepare for this, but like, I don't give a fuck. Like, what are you gonna do, right? So here, what I do is I Bulldoze, and I go for the Heavy Slam, as now I find out the hard way that Smeargle is actually faster, meaning I could have just taunted with Smeargle, right? And his Choice Scarf, and here I disconnect. So I lose my Metagross for no reason. Once again, I literally could have just clicked Protect into Taunt, rendering the Smeargle useless, and then I could have one-shot the Terrapagos next turn, which would have been very nice. But this doesn't happen, so now here I just click Wood Hammer into the Smeargle. I got the speed drop, so my Rillaboom is always faster. And I can just go for a big Calm Mind, as the opponent is probably gonna do the same. However, this time I'm actually gonna be faster than the opponent, because of the, because of the speed drop. So the opponent switches out, probably hoping I would Grassy Glide. So now I just go for the Wood Hammer, kill off the Iron Boulder, and I'm sitting in a really, really good spot. Because I figured the opponent probably didn't bring anything that could take, like, Wood Hammers, right? So here, I figure out what the opponent is up to. So I just Wood Hammer with Smeargle, and I protect in case he spores. And if he Wood Hammers, this should, if he Decorates, this should still be fine, is what I figured, but we're gonna see what's gonna happen, right? Yeah, he's not gonna go for Trick Room. So yeah, I protect, and the opponent does Spore me, so I get to play correct again. Knock out with Smeargle, and Farigiraf gonna go for a big Hyper Voice. Activate its Throat Spray. Unfortunately for the opponent, it was not enough to kill my Rillaboom, because of my expert EVs, and by that I mean max attack, max speed element. So at this point I sit here thinking like, okay, I could double the Terrapagos, but I could protect. I could switch into Rims, which is a big throw. So what if I just double with Farigiraf to make sure he doesn't go for like Trick Room or anything, right? And because he didn't hit my Terrapagos, I'm gonna attack every hit, as long as I don't Terrestrialize, right? Because of Terrapagos' insanely broken ability. So he Terrestrializes. My Pokemon should both be faster. Unfortunately they aren't. So Rillaboom dies. My shield gets activated, but I just one-shot with Farigiraf. And now I just go out into my Whimsicott, and I Tailwind. And I finish off the opposing Terrapagos. Good game. Good game. Metagross Villaboom is just so broken. I mean, look at this. Now I'm back to 1473. Which, I mean, guys, like, dude, at this point you have to understand, I played Pokemon for like 5 hours in a row. Like, I was so exhausted. Like, maybe even, no, not. I think 5 hours is pretty accurate. I can actually see how much, wait, let me see how much games I played in this format. Let me actually do that real quick. Let's go to like, where can I join a chat? What? 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 I'm stupid. What? There should be an option to join chat here. Let's just go VGC /rank. So we can see that in, where is it? Blueberry Prolog, I did 213 games. Which is insane. Yeah. Probably half of these games happened to... maybe less than half of the games happened today, but yeah. Incredible. Incredible. As I disconnect once more. Alright. Let's skip to the next game where it is. So, this team is interesting. He got like Instant Villaboom, but like Primavina and like the Shattail guy, and like he got like Riot Guard, and I'm sitting here like, what the fuck do I do? Like, if I lose this, I'm not gonna get top 10. So, I just go Villaboom and Metagross, because I figured something like Shattail is probably gonna be what the opponent wants to do, right? Luckily, like I can just punish this really heavily by going for the weakness polysativation of Metagross, because I can just immediately black the substitute and just kill this guy, right? However, I don't. Instead, I activate my weakness policy, and now I'm sitting here thinking like, okay, like protect Terrapagos is so fucking obvious, right? But like, what's Hitmontop doing? Like hitting me? Like, nah, bitch, I'm just gonna knock out Terrapagos because my Villaboom is intimidated anyways, right? So like, now he's intimidated twice, so I gotta get as much damage as possible off as long as I can. So I get the Wood Hammer out, and I break the substitute. So now I can break the Terra Shell as well, do some big damage as the opponent Earth Powers me, and I'm sitting here like, okay, I gotta protect, right? Actually, I make a misplay. I should have always bulldozed here. Or go into Smeagol, exactly. I think Smeagol is actually really ballers here, because I figured the opponent does not have any form of speed control, and Smeagol, like, literally outspeeds, like, their whole team, right? So I can just put anyone to sleep. And so I just protect my Metagross. As the opponent doubles up my Metagross, just kidding, he actually protects and Flare Blitzes. So now I'm sitting here thinking, like, okay, I can just one-shot with Incineroar, and I can just Spore. Or I could one-shot with Terrapagos and Spore the Incineroar. But I decided to just Spore the Terrapagos, because the opponent is probably going to be extremely protective about the Terrapagos, right? So he switches right out into Hitmontop. So I Spore it, right? Because he cannot let his win coin get put to sleep, right? And I just knock out the Incineroar. And at this point I'm very happy, because look at the position. Hitmontop is fell asleep, he can't fake out. I can Spore everything that the opponent brings out. And if he goes Sceptile, I can just like, I could have Bullet Punched. I think Bullet Punch would have killed, but like, I don't know, I was kinda scared, so I just go for Follow Me with my Smeargle. Follow me away the attack, kill the Sceptile. And now the opponent is going to go out into the Terrapagos, which I'm gonna Spore, and I'm just gonna Heavy Slam Hitmontop at this point, because I wanna kill it before it wakes up ideally, right? And like, yeah, I mean, he could have Morg Punch, but like, I mean, my Smeargle really doesn't have anything better to do than just Spore. So I go for the Heavy Slam, and Hitmontop lives on 1, so I just Bullet Punch, and I just Spore again, and that should be game. Pretty interesting game as well. I don't know, I feel like I played this game almost perfectly, like the first few turns were like a bit iffy, I think. But outside of this, I think, yeah, it was a really good game overall. And now Metagross gets another sweep, which is amazing. So, yeah. I go for the Decorate Flex, because, like, why not, right? Really nice, really nice. So this puts me at 1485. At this point I'm thinking like, alright, this is like the highest I've ever been. Like if I like lose, I'm probably just gonna stop playing, right? So I'm like number 14, and like one win is probably not gonna be enough, depending on how highly ranked the opponent is. So look at me. I'm sitting there like, oh my god, like fuck me. Stretched myself a little bit. Okay, maybe I was a bit more relaxed than I like to give myself credit for, but yeah, also it's got pretty dark, I realized, but nobody is here to watch at my face for like a few hours. So here's the game. Alright, Parish Trap once again. Oh fuck, I hate Parish Trap matchup, man. Like I hate Parish Trap in general. Like unless Wolfie VGC uses Parish Trap, like fuck you if you're using Parish Trap, right? Like come on, bro. Alright. What the fuck do I do here? I think I just go Metagross Rillaboom. It's like the most consistent option. And I think I actually brought Smeargle because in the last game I was sitting there and I was thinking to myself, damn. Like late game Smeargle Spore is actually just so good. And if I can taunt the Gothitelle to stop it from Trick Rooming, I can just put everyone to sleep in the late game, right? So that's what I do. So here I just protect my Metagross because, like, obviously, right? Pretty obvious play, honestly, but I don't know. For some reason, the opponent is always playing to my protect Metagross. It's so easy. I don't know. I don't know what's going on there, right? So yeah, that's the thing that happened. And then let's see what happens next. I think I would hammer with Smeargle, and I just protect, right? What does the opponent do here? Like I was really surprised to not see Perish Trap as a lead, but I guess it makes sense. Because this guy probably already lost to me a couple of times, right? As he decorates his own Incineroar, and at this point I'm thinking like, what the fuck is going on? Like, obviously, like I know what he's doing, right? He's like, look at my team. Like Incineroar just fucking smashes me, right? And especially because my fucking Rillaboom is now trapped. I'm in like a really bad spot, and also I just blew my protect. So I could go for a double protect, obviously, but I decided to not go for it. Because the opponent could totally predict me to go for double protect, right? So I'm just like, alright, fuck this shit. I'm just gonna bulldoze. Yeah, he fakes me out. I get a bulldoze off and he kills me. So now at this point I'm thinking, okay, luckily I brought Smeargle. I can just spore this guy. And like, hopefully it's not safety goggles, right? That's what I think. Right? And like, I have to taunt the Gothitelle, because obviously if he goes for Trick Room, I just lose the game on the spot, right? I can't win if he goes for Trick Room, right? So I'm sitting there and like, what the fuck? Like, this is so bad. I'm probably gonna lose my run here, right? As the Incineroar is actually safety goggles, which is like so bad. But for some reason, he fucking drops my Rillaboom, and I'm sitting there like, bro, do you not have Flare Blitz? Like, it totally makes sense, like, that he doesn't have Flare Blitz, right? So I have to spore the Gothitelle, right? There's no other play. I really want my Smeargle to be on the field, so I don't want to follow me, right? And my idea is I win as long as I can get, like, Terrapagos and Smeargle next to each other, or I can get rid of, like, enough Pokemon to win the game. As now, unfortunately for the opponent, I crit him, which I'm not sure how much that mattered, but I mean, I'll take it, obviously. So now I have like incredibly free Spore into the Terrapagos, which, I mean, I could also decorate myself as the opponent protects, right? So I predict the opponent to predict me to go for decorate, right? And I go for the Spore, and I get a Calm Mind off. And at this point, like, what the fuck do I do, right? Because I still have my ability activated. If I Terrestrialize, I don't have my ability, right? So I actually just go for the Terra Starstorm into the Incineroar, as it parting shots me, which is like really bad, because the opponent is probably gonna be able to beat me. Because I have to Terrestrialize now, I think. That's what I thought, at least. So I go for it, and the opponent stays asleep. So I'm like, alright, this is like really good. But look at how little I did. The opponent is leftovers, right? So he wakes up, goes for a Calm Mind. So I'm like, oh, this is looking really bad. Does he actually come back from this? Like, oh my god, you know? And I do nothing, and he goes for another Calm Mind. So at this point, I think, fuck me, I'm gonna lose. Just kidding. As I Calm Mind on his Protect. So now I actually kill him. Oh my god, guys. Isn't that an absolutely fucking batshit crazy insane play? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And you know, guys, that's why I'm playing, and that's why you watch the videos, and that is why you leave a fucking like on this video right now. Oh my god, that was probably like the best game I had in such a long time. Like, that game was absolutely fucking insane. But it is not enough to hit top 10. Let's see if I will be able to find this game later in the showdown replays. I would absolutely love to um, send this game to people because it's like such a good game. Like, oh my god, like this is like peak Pokemon. You know what I mean? Like that game, so fucking good. But yeah, we still have one more game, or maybe even two more games. You know, or maybe even 100 more games if we want to hit top 10. So, oh my god, this is so fucking intense. Like, what is gonna happen? Am I gonna lose everything now? Yes. No, just kidding. I mean, look at this fucking matchup. Like, Sun is like the only thing that I didn't want to see because Sun is such a bad matchup. You know what I mean? Like what do I even do against Sun, right? Like, like I have two Pokemon immune to Sleep Powder, which are both grass types. I mean, yeah. So I have a plan. I have a plan, right? I think the Venusaur probably gonna be Cover Cloak. I'm probably just gonna like follow me away with Sleep Powder, just kill off a Venusaur and like try to fucking cheese this game, and then I'm gonna have Swampert in the back to hopefully be able to knock out the Archrodon and the Torkoal if need be, right? So at this point I'm sitting here thinking like, what the fuck? Oh no, why did he lead like this, right? So I just Spore the Terrapagos and Protect, because I'm thinking the opponent is gonna do something stupid like Call Mind, and he's probably gonna Sleep Powder, right? Because this is pretty much, I mean, this is like a really, really good strategy with Terrapagos, right? Lead it next to like a fast Spore, Sleep Powder Pokemon, right? Just click Sleep Powder, Spore, and Calm Mind, and then you're good to go, right? And the opponent got a lot of points, so I mean, not as much as me, obviously, but like he has like 200 points less than me, right? So I better fucking win this shit. So yeah, I'm thinking like he's probably gonna Sleep Powder and Calm Mind, right? So I just Spore and Sleep Powder, and now I'm thinking like, alright, I gotta Calm Mind up, cause like Venusaur is gonna put me to sleep, but like the opponent cannot do shit if I have a Calm Mind up, right? Like, what's he gonna do? Like, put me to sleep? Like, good luck, man. You know what I mean? Like, but this, in hindsight, probably was a misplay. It probably would have been better to just hit the Venusaur here, because I'm faster than the Venusaur, which I didn't know. Like, I thought Venusaur would outspeed me, so that's really unfortunate. So, and like now the Venusaur can put me asleep if it hits another Sleep Powder, and luckily it misses, which is like really good. I went for Flamethrower for the burn chance, obviously. Now at this point, I'm thinking to myself, alright, I can terrestrialize here, because the opponent could switch into Torkoal and Sleep Powder my Terrapagos, but if I terrestrialize, I get rid of the Sun. So I just terrestrialize, go for the knockout onto the Venusaur, and go for the Decorate. Unfortunately, my Smeargle stays asleep, which if my Smeargle woke up here, I would have won the game immediately, as the opponent wakes up and goes for a Calm Mind. So now it's getting a bit dicey. Luckily, my Smeargle is guaranteed to wake up because he already was asleep for 3 turns. If I counted correctly. I mean, it's turn 4, so yeah, he should wake up on turn 5, right? So I go for the Spore, and I just decided to attack, because I need some fucking chip on this Terrapagos, right? Archrodon goes to sleep, which, I mean, like my Swampert would have been able to Earthpower this guy anyways, and now with a chip I can guaranteed knock it out. As the opposing Terrapagos is for some reason, like, calm-minded again. Like, that was really greedy. Like, you should have just hit me, and like, maybe you could have gotten like a crit or something. But that's not what happened. Yeah. Luckily, we don't live in an alternative universe where I got hexed, and luckily we live in this universe where I just completely and absolutely destroy the opponent with Smeargle and Terrapagos, which is really cool. He switches into Porygon, so I just get to Spore the Porygon as well. And look at me popping off, man. Look at this. Oh yeah, let's get an instant replay. Because most of you guys probably weren't looking at my reaction. Look at how focused I am as well, by the way. Oh my god, like, dude, I always like this is getting like close to my, like me giving a death stare. Dude, you don't wanna see me giving a death stare, guys. That's not what. Look at this. Oh my fucking god. Did you see my face right there? Like at this point I'm thinking like, oh hell yeah, I got this. Dude, I got goosebumps right now. This is so insane. Dude, I'm so happy for myself. Dude, look at this right now. I'm like, Spore. I know. Yeah, nice, very nice. I was like, I got this, I got this. Top 10, baby. GG. Like at this point, there's nothing the opponent can do. Like absolutely. Actually, turns out he fucking survived as Trapagos. I'm not in range of the Trapagos, but yeah, now I'm 1509, and I'm like, okay, am I top 10? And I am. Whoo! Sheesh. Let's go. Yeah, anyways, guys, this is where we left off. Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe. Haut rein. And yeah, ciao.